are discussing the questions for week 6. I am Michelle.
I am Nadia.
I am Hanis.
And I am Wani.
So based on the situation, what are the advantages and disadvantages of completing the question honestly? For the advantages, the first, being honest in interviews helps to keep employer expectations more realistic and attainable, which will ultimately benefit you in the long run. Second, honesty is the best policy in an interview, without over-emphasizing the perceived negative in your career. It adds to your credibility, believability, and makes you more likable and trusted. Honesty can set you apart from the competition as it can be seen as a key differentiator in an employer's mind. For the disadvantages, first, if you lie in an interview, most professional interviewers will notice your eye movement and body language when you are lying. In many cases, it is fairly obvious as you suddenly look shifty and uncomfortable. Second, to exaggerate or lie in an interview sets higher expectation for your potential employer, thus making it harder to keep them satisfied if you are fortunate enough to land the job.
Okay, for the next question is, what are the advantages and disadvantages of completing the question in a way you think the company is looking for? I will explain about advantages first. For the first point is, you will highly get the job because this will demonstrate your genuine interest in the position, company, and the job itself. The second point is, the company will entrusted by having the same goals and objective. Thus, this company increase the performance of the company. Next is disadvantages. For the first point is, if you fall apart and get upset, the interviewer may lose confidence in you. Next, the chances to get the job will decrease as the expectation by the interviewer is not achieved.
Based on the situation given, question number 3, what would you really do in a situation like this? Remember, the worst thing you can possibly do in rock up to a job interview, focus on your negative points. Be proud of your experience, skill, and character, and use the interview as an opportunity to show up them off. By focusing on the positive, you might just slip through with minimal emphasis placed on the negatives, without actually having to be deceptive.
There are 5 dimensions of Big 5 personality. So, I will explain the 5 dimensions of Big 5 personality and identify which dimensions are important for managerial behavior. The first dimension is conscientiousness. This is the standard features of this dimension include high levels of thoughtfulness with good impulse control and goal-directed behaviors. Highly conscientiousness tend to be organized and mindful of details. For an example, spend time preparing and finish important tasks right away. Dimension number 2 is agreeableness. This is personality dimensions includes attributes such as trust, altruism, kindness, affection, and other pro-social behavior. People who are high in agreeableness tend to be more cooperative, while those low in this trait tend to be more competitive and even manipulative. For example, have a great deal of interest in other people and care about others.
For the third dimension is neuroticism. Neuroticism is a trait characterized by sadness, moodiness, and emotional instability. Individuals who are high in this trait tend to experience mood swings, anxiety, irritability, and sadness. Those low in this trait tend to be more stable and emotionally resilient. For an example, experience a lot of stress and worry about many different things.
For the fourth dimension is openness to experience. This trait features characteristics such as imagination and insight, and those high in this trait also tend to have a broad range of interests. People who are high in this trait tend to be more adventurous and creative. People with low in this trait are often much more traditional and may struggle with abstract thinking. For an example, open to trying new things and focus on tackling new challenges.
The last dimension is extraversion. Extraversion is characterized by excitability, sociability, talkativeness, assertiveness, and high amount of emotional expressiveness. People who are high in extraversion are outgoing and tend to gain energy in social situations. People who are low in extraversion tend to be more reserved and have to expend energy in social settings. For example, like to start conversation and enjoy meeting new people.